Me. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to stretch my ear. My till they're being rude to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this before I forget, because normally I go back and watch videos and stuff. But let's just speak a little bit, and hopefully this one be a little quick. Let's just speak a little bit on the extra credit. Like I was saying, I was saving $150 up. It had got up to the point where I was saving $150 up a week. Here's the beauty of that $150. My truck actually was supposed to be paid off in September. That's when my truck was supposed to be paid off. If I'm not mistaken, sometime in the August, beginning of September is when my truck was supposed to be paid off. Now me, this is another step that I took that will help me. First of all, let me tell y'all this. I made it my business, and it was easy because that's just the type of person that I am. But I made it my business to, in a sense, get to know my finance rep. And he is, in my opinion, he's the best. In my own personal opinion, he's the best. He will try to help you as much as he possibly can. Now, you got to be willing to help yourself now. You just can't be out here just looking for lack of a better term, looking for a handout. No, you took on a task of basically trying to, I ain't gonna say trying, you took on the task of starting your own business. That's the task you took on. So there are people out there that are willing to help you. And people out there that's willing to help you. And I can say for certain that he's one of them. Now, he's also the type of guy, like, don't BS him. Well, if you BS him, then I'm going to have a problem with you, to be perfectly honest with you. Because he's one of the good ones. And I'm not saying the other ones are bad because I don't know him. But in my opinion, I guess because I know him, he's one of the good ones. But don't BS him. And, he called BS when he see BS. And that's what you're supposed to do. And so, when it seems like, you have to understand, we all have a job to do. So no one is trying to see you fail at succeeding at your dream. You got this dream, something that you want to do, so you have these people that's in your corner that's trying to help you. Now, you can view it as they're trying to help you, or you can view it as they're trying to get you to pay this truck off. If them helping me is also helping them, it's a win-win situation. That's how I see it, because I want to pay the truck off too. That's the type of mindset you have to have when you take on this type of task. You have to have the mindset that I want to pay my truck off. You got that mindset, and if they see that you're trying to pay your truck off and stuff like that, and you're working hard, and you're doing what you have to do, and you're making the sacrifices and stuff like that that you have to make to pay your truck off, people take notice in things like that. So when they take notice, then of course they're gonna try to do what they can do. And they ain't finna lose their job for you now, because I'm not finna lose my job for you either. But they're gonna do what they can do for you. And that's why I tell all of my drivers, and I call them my drivers, I call them my drivers, but drivers that I be mentoring, that's why I tell them, have a conversation with your finance rep. Talk to your finance rep. These are human beings too. Call them just to check on them and see how they doing. Don't call them every time you want something or you got a problem and stuff like that. Call them and let them know everything is going good. Everything is going great. I'm doing good. I ain't got no problems. Because some people like to get phone calls like that. You get 20 phone calls coming in. Every driver got a problem. Every driver got a problem. Every driver got a problem. But if you just sitting somewhere at a shipper and you checking the time and stuff like that, let me call and see what my finance rep up to. They might give you some information that you might need to know, because there are things that I need to know. We go over my truck. We used to go over my truck. We used to talk about my goals, what it was I was trying to do and stuff like that. And so he would sit there, he would listen to me. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I want a little personal with them because I feel like everybody around me, they like my own personal counselors and stuff like that. So including y'all, they like my own personal counselors. So when I'm having issues and stuff like that, excuse me, not necessarily issues where I don't know if I'm gonna make my truck payment or it's done got too hard or whatever. Sometimes it could just be life issues, family issues and stuff like that. You just feel like crying and stuff, and you're questioning what you're doing or what's going on around you. He don't know nothing about me on that type of level. I have a conversation with him, and keep in mind these are like 5-minute conversation, 10-minute conversation, so it's not that deep. But sometimes he'll say something to me that inspire me, to get me to keep pushing on and keep pushing forward. And with him already knowing what it is I'm working towards and what I'm trying to do, he don't know every single thing. But he know my main goal was to pay my truck off. So he would say something that would inspire me to keep pushing forward. And then there I go laughing and talking with y'all again, and I'm ready to go. And it's all because I took out the time to try to build somewhat of a relationship with my finance rep. And then the relationship is good for that part I just explained to you, and it's good for keeping up with what's going on, because again, you are running a business, so you need to keep up with what's going on with your truck, what you need to do differently, what could you do here. That's why I said I think by the end I had raised mine up to like $150. I think at one point I probably was paying $200 in. Now here, where that helped me out at, because financially I was good on my end when it comes to having money in the bank. And sometimes he would talk to me when he'd be like, Toy, I don't know if that's a good idea, because then you're not gonna have much of a check. And so like he concerned about me having a check, making sure I get paid, so don't bite off more than you can chew. So then I go through, well, yeah, but I already done figured that out, and I got this part, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And these are the things that I want to do. But he still will have that conversation with me where I wouldn't raise my truck payment up so high, so now I don't even have no money. And I'm saying me, raising my truck payment up so high, so now I'm not even making any money to live off of. He, instead of just I don't know, but some people would just be like, yeah, raise your check up to paying. Now you paying on your truck, raise your truck payment up. Now you paying $2,000 a week on your truck. And not thinking about the fact that this driver ain't gonna even have no money to eat off of on the road. But him, instead of taking that, he got me to take a step back and look at things, because I was trying to pay it off sooner, the first part of this year, and well, kind of like in the middle of January and June. But then I got to thinking about what he said, and then I got to think about my birthday coming up in June. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with June 21st. Now keep in mind, my truck was supposed to be paid off end of August, beginning of September. But through having a conversation with my finance rep, listening to what he had to say and stuff like that, because we done been around each other for all these years. When I say been around each other, been communicating with each other back and forth on the phone. So I did raise my truck payment, and then I was still paying into my extra credit and stuff like that. And here's where it helped me out at, because I stayed in contact with him and allowed him to help me make some. Once I gained trust for him, put it to you that way. Once I gained trust for him to where I can allow him to come into my space and understand what it is I'm trying to do. And you're going to have to take that step. You're going to have to take that step in order for, because don't nobody know you need help if you don't say nothing. Don't nobody know that we ain't mind readers out here. Although some want us to be mind readers, they ain't paying us enough to be mind. I don't went off top. I don't went off top. Anyway, we had that conversation and we talked about it. My birthday is the 25th of June. I was going to be turning 40 years old. I am 40 right now. So I was like, I want to pay it off the 21st of June. So now I have a goal. Our plan is I'm paying my truck off June 21st. So I'm riding and going on with my business and stuff like that, counting the months down and stuff, counting weeks down. Then I got to thinking, hold on, I'm still paying money into my extra credit. So then I calculate up in my own head how much I think. Usually I'm wrong, but I calculate up in my own head how much I think I got in my extra credit. So then I was one day, wasn't doing nothing. I called him up. And I want to say I was in Louisiana, but I probably was in Laredo, because you know I always was in Laredo. I called him up and I was like, hey, how much money I got in my extra credit? So he told me. He told me exactly how much money I had in my extra credit. So I told him what, and this after I had been thinking about it for like a week or two. I said, I've been thinking, could you, now I know that I could use my extra credit to pay truck payments. I can't use my maintenance, but I could use my extra credit. So, could you break my extra credit up and pay my truck payments like that? So he was like, I can. He said, I can do that. So instead of me getting, like when I told y'all on previous videos that you would get your extra credit back, instead of me getting my extra credit back, I just used the extra credit to pay my truck off sooner. To pay it off sooner. I had enough money left in my extra credit to where I could pay my truck off sooner. And that's exactly what I did. We broke it down, broke it up for me. So it was the first part of June that I ended up paying my truck off. And then me, I'm so nervous. I'm seeing these checks like $3,400 or whatever, and then I'm like, is my truck paid off? Is my truck paid off? I'm getting these checks and I'm nervous. I don't want to claim it yet. I don't know why I was hesitant to claim it, but that's what helped me. So your extra credit, it could eventually help you. You have to look at it like that too. And then like I had a residual balance or a balloon payment, excuse me, whatever you want to call it, of $5,000. And so this is through communicating with my finance rep. Till I was able to work and grind real hard, save my money up, work still paying into my extra credit, saving money up over here, saving money up here over here so I can live off of, and all this stuff, and still don't miss a beat. If I decide to get me a hotel room, nice hotel room, I can do that. If I decide to go buy me some more shoes or do whatever, get me some weave in my hair, it don't matter. Get my nails did. It don't matter. Help my brother out, help my mama out. I can do that. Like I'm getting all these trees cut down behind this trailer right now. Next, we pressure washing it, and I know I'm going way off topic. We're going to pressure wash it, and I plan on putting a roof up here. That's what I plan on doing, but we're going to have to work that out because I'm still thinking about it in my brain. Anyway, I digress. So, I talked to him about that and reached the point where I realized that, I saved my money up. And also view it like that, because some people have $10,000 residual balance to pay off. Some may have $20,000. Sometimes you already know what it is that you're gonna have, and again, you have to keep that line of communication open to where you can just, in a sense, save that. View it like this. If you're gonna have $20,000 in residual our balloon payment that you're gonna have to pay off, this is one way of looking at it. Save you some money up. Be saving and working towards the $20,000. Number one. So just imagine this. If you can work and grind for like, say a year. Let's just say a year. And you can put in, let's get the old trusty calculator. Let's get the old trusty, I got to order that. Let's get the old trusty calculator. So, let's just say this. If you're paying $150 into your extra credit for 52 weeks, that is $7,800. Now, get this picture. Now, you know it's nearing you paying off your truck, and say you get your truck down to right around the $7,000 mark or the $10,000 mark or whatever type of mark you want to be around. Let's go with $8,000. You get your truck payment to where your truck payments is around $8,000, right? Now, $8,000, that's roughly 8 weeks, right? That's roughly 8 weeks. So let's just go off the fact that your truck payment, 15 minutes, your truck payment is $1,000 a week. It's gonna be less, but let's just say we're trying to keep the math easy, right? So you hold on, you got $7,800. But let's just say by the time you started doing this, you already had $200 saved up. So then you decided that you're gonna start saving $150. You already had $200 saved up in your extra credit. So you're gonna go 52 weeks and you're gonna save $150. And you're gonna try your damnedest not to use none of it. Again, you should already have money saved up. So even if it's a week that you might not get no check, you got money saved up. You still ain't got to touch your extra credit. You might be $100 in the hole, but you got your week set up in a way to where you can make up for the next week and still save the $150 a week. So now you got, let's just go out the fact, you got $8,000 saved up. You got $8,000 saved up. You got roughly $8,000 left on your truck. Let's just say that. And you got $20,000 residual balance. So if you got $8,000 saved up, let's go off of my numbers. We're going to keep the $8,000. So let's just say you grossing $4,800 a week, right? $4,800 a week minus, we're going to go with my number, $136. That's your insurance and your registration, minus another $1,000. That's for fuel. That $1,000 for fuel. So, right when you get to the point of where you can pay your truck off, tell your finance rep, look, how much I got in my extra credit. Because you keep the track of it, so you're kind of like already know in a way. But you trying to have a conversation with your finance rep. And so they tell you, okay, you got a total of $8,000. Tell your finance rep, start breaking those down. Paying my truck payment with that. Paying my truck payment with that. Now, you already done saved up, let's just say at least $10,000. You already done saved up. That $8,000 gonna cover 8 weeks of payment. 2 months. So, remember I said the $136 for insurance, and then the other thing. What would the other thing call, y'all? Fuel. $1,000 in fuel. So, which you might have maintenance still coming out. So we're gonna subtract another $200 for maintenance. We're gonna subtract another my battery getting low. Another $200 for maintenance. Because it's not paid off yet, excuse me. That leaves you with $3,464. That's what that leaves you with. Now, remember I said the 8 weeks, you're going to use your extra credit to start paying towards your truck. And so that means for 8 weeks, you ain't going to get exactly that. So let's go with, instead of 8 weeks, let's drop it down to 5 weeks. We're going to go 4 weeks. So that times 4 equals, in 4 weeks, that's $13,000. $13,856. Plus the $10,000 you already done had saved up, and you only needed $20,000 to pay your truck off. You already got, what that equal is, $23,856. 4 weeks early. And it ain't really 4 weeks early, because it might be semi-hard to hit that $3,400 every week. Some weeks you may only get like $2,000, $2,100, $2,200. But the point is that through saving that $150 for 52 weeks, already having, once you made the decision to save that, plus already having a little money in your extra credit, which as you can see, you ain't have to have none in there, because you're gonna have more than enough. And then you work towards just saving $10,000 throughout that year, you work towards just saving $10,000. And in order to save that $10,000, $10,000 divided by 52 weeks, that means you will need to save roughly $200, $192.30 or 31 cents, depending on how you look at it, a week. That's how much you would need to save a week. So if you plan early, then you can use your extra credit, and then you can start seeing your checks basically a little bit sooner, and then you still have the $20,000 residual balance you need to pay your truck off. So you, in a sense, you have to, this 20 minutes, crap, I ain't want to be this long. In a sense, you have to have that type of mind frame when it comes to like numbers and stuff like that. And I'll tell you the next one in a second. I'm finna end this one here, but they're just giving you a few numbers on how to do it. Yes, mine was $5,000. That don't mean everybody's gonna be $5,000. When I did hear somebody say there was like $20,000, even if it was $25,000, that is a way you can do it. If you think about it like that, that's a way you can do it, and it should be fairly easy. It's not impossible. It is not impossible. So just think about that. And I'm finna start the next video now. Alright?